Bellwork 22b. Before I start helping you with any problems on Bellwork 22b, I want to draw your attention up here to this top left corner. To get full credit, you must completely fill out the figures with all the angle measurements and show all subtraction. Again, in order to get full credit, you must show every single angle measurement on here and every single angle measurement on there. Also, you must show the subtraction that you use to find those measurements. Again, you must show all the angle measurements and you must show the subtraction that you used to find those measurements. So for questions 1 through 8, find each angle measure in the figure at right. This problem is exactly like example 4 in the notes. The only thing that is different is the figure is flipped around. Again, so you want to use example 4 in the notes. Either use your filled out notes that you should have and look at example 4, or you could go to the video for example 4, and I would even just go to the very end of the video so you can see how it all is filled out. To do this problem, you're looking for 3 things. The first thing you want to look for are vertical angles. For example, 5 and 4 are vertical angles. They're across from one another and they only share a vertex. Vertical angles are congruent, which means they'll have the same measurement. Excuse me. The second thing you want to look for are linear pairs. For example, 4 and 6 are a linear pair. They're 2 angles that form a straight line, and they are supplementary. And supplementary means they add up to 180 degrees. The third thing you want to look for is triangle sum. The interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So the shaded part of this figure, that green part, is a triangle. And if you add up the 3 angles in there, you should get 180 degrees. Since this is a right triangle, that means that since the one angle is 90, then the angle 3 in the 57 degrees should add up to 90 degrees. So because this angle right here is 90 degrees, then these 2 angles right here should add up to 90 degrees, which means they are complementary. So right now, go ahead, draw this, and I want you to put complementary angles. So they add up to 90 degrees. So to find the measure of angle 3, I'm going to take 90 minus 57. So right now, pause your video, take 90 minus 57 and write that measurement right there. The angle 3 is not 57 degrees. Angle 3 is not 57 degrees. Go ahead, pause your video and do that now. Okay. I'm not going to help you with angles 1, 2, 3, 7, or 8. You're on your own for those. But to do 1, 2, 3, and 7, you would do those the same way we're going to do the bottom part of this figure. Okay, so first, I'm going to find angle 6. How do I find angle 6? Well, the given angle and angle 6 are vertical angles. And vertical angles are congruent. Vertical angles are congruent. So, if the given angle is 57 degrees, then angle 6 is 57 degrees. All right. Next, I'm going to use the fact that I could either use 4 and 6 or make a linear pair, or the given angle and 5 make a linear pair. It doesn't matter which one you use. I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom just because I have a little more space. So these 2 angles are a linear pair. Get this written down. If they are a linear pair, that means they add up to 180 degrees. So you're going to take 180 minus the 57 to get angle 4. And 180 minus 57 is 123 degrees. So angle 4 is 123 degrees. Well, now I can find angle 5. Again, these are supplementary, so I could use that. But the easiest thing to do is 4 and 5 are vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. So if angle 4 is 123 degrees, then that means angle 5 is 123 degrees. Okay, so now you're going to find the rest of this. Again, you must show all the subtraction. Well, on this figure, there's 3 things of subtraction. Right here's the first. Here's the second. And then up here will be the third. Because these two angles here, oops, there we go, make a linear pair. Once you find angle 3, you can find angle 1 because they are vertical. And once you know angle 1, you'll take 180 minus whatever that measurement is to find angle 7. So right now, pause your video, find angles 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. Okay, now that you have all of your angle measurements on the figure, and don't forget 8 there, okay, now that you have all your measurements on the figure, you need to start writing those answers down on the left. For example, the measure of angle 4 is 123 degrees. Do not forget your degree signs. Your degree signs would be half off if you miss it, okay? And that is it for questions 1 through 8. If you have any questions, let me know.